Bush League Podcast. A show about nothing and everything.
I have a Chicago jersey hanging right there. Says Griswold on the back, actually.
Oh, 00. It's got to be the 00, baby.
Yeah. Clark W. Griswold, who I sympathize with more and more the older I get.
Fix the newel post.
Yep.
I almost
Am I surprised, Eddie? If I woke up tomorrow morning with my head sewn to the carpet, I wouldn't be more surprised.
Can I refill your eggnog? Drag you out in the middle of the desert? Leave you for dead?
So good.
Oh, man. All right. So before we get into the Bush topics, because there is a lot, let it be known, Heather would like us to go by our elf names and has posted a chart. Jeremy will, for now on tonight, be known as Starlight Glitterbottom, as we watch Cameron try to keep a straight face. And his name will change on the screen now.
Oh, you're doing that.
This will look cool on YouTube. This will look cool on YouTube.
I see.
Cameron will be known as Snowy Pickle Pants.
Come on, baby.
And that'll change now. I'm hoping I can make a pickle fly across the screen. I will be known as Pom Pom Stripey Pants. Yeah. Thanks, Heather.
So good.
Gary.
Such a great idea.
Who wins every draw we are ever in, lands Jolly Cracker Nuts. So
It's like, this is like,
you're welcome, world.
He has all the love.
Yeah, this is one of those things that only Gary could pull off. It's like, oh, you could never wear a fedora. Gary can wear a fedora. Oh, look, his name is Jolly Cracker Nuts. And everybody's like, right on. Yes, well
he
played.
lands Cracker Nuts. I got Pom Pom. You got Pickle Pants. Jeremy's Glitter Bottom. Glitter Bottom.
Glitter Bottom.
Yeah.
Glitter Bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Gary is Jolly Cracker Nuts, which will change now. I hope I pointed the right way. That'll be awkward if I did.
Tyson goes like this. It goes like, so wherever we point, Tyson has to put it.
I think I just...
This way, or this way.
Oh, no. And this is mirrored, too, so I totally just pointed the wrong way. I was supposed to point that way. Yeah.
Because
so there's that.
You can rearrange the order of these windows so it does nothing to do with how it's going to look.
That would even be better. Just totally even better.
Oh, gosh. Brutal.
Well played,
all right, so we'll get right to the... Yeah, very well played. We'll get right to the Bush topics because there is a lot of them, and the music goes here. Bush topics. All right. So... I just had this like... Anyway, if one of the four of us going to be like, when all four of us just pretended like we heard it when we didn't, and you're wondering if like any one of the four of us is like, are they hearing this? Because I didn't hear it.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, so question of the night.
Head bob, which is probably going to be totally off the tempo of the song.
Off tempo with it. Well, we're pointing the wrong way. Jeremy's last name is Glitterbottom. We're off tempo.
Some people didn't read the memos.
Yeah.
No surprise.
Imagine.
Hey, just fax it to me.
Facts.
It's a Bush League Christmas.
Yep. Facts.
Awesome. So this is a 1997 Christmas with Cameron Hare.
Tearing off the dot matrix paper.
I saw this question earlier, and I was very curious as to what Cameron was going to say for some reason, because his diabolical... Maddox would like to know... I'll wait for it, Cam, because you're acting like, oh, I'm not... yeah, wait till the question. If you were Kevin in Home Alone, what traps would you have made differently? See, that's why I was thinking of you. That's why I was thinking of you.
Why?
We're stuck in the time of Home Alone. We can't bring in any modern.
No. Oh, that's fair.
So you can't bring anything. Okay. Well, he really ran the gauntlet there of things that he could do. I don't know. Maybe if when they walked in, instead of the tripwire, when he walks into the window and he steps on all the glass things and they bust. That's pretty cool, but how about just a rocket-propelled tree? It's the only way to stop him. Tied around his foot. As soon as he pulls the cord, he steps on the cord and it wraps around his foot like the actual extension cord, and it shoots out the window and just takes him out with it.
Okay,
right in.
Can we have a discussion of how that would happen with just everyday household items?
It's a movie, man.
Like the exploding water heater in Mythbusters.
I don't know. Compressed air? That would work.
Compressed air.
Everybody has a compressed air cylinder sitting around somewhere in their house.
Kevin McAllister strolls down to Praxair, gets a great big CO2 bottle, puts it on a dolly, wheels it to his house.
The weight drops and takes it off and shoots it out the door.
I do like the visual of Marv flying back out the window tied to a tree. Yeah. I just don't know how. I can picture the screams now.
But like I said, he did everything. He did the heat, he did the electricity, he did the water, he did the paint cans.
Yeah, he did.
Micro machines. The only thing he was missing was Lego.
Cam, I feel like we've had this discussion, which people are going to put us on a watch list, but there was a barbecue on the back step, unutilized.
Correct.
With one of those old push button sparkers. You know what I'm talking about?
The lighters.
A landmine would not have gone astray. Right? You could have buried a can of gas and duct tape that sparker to the top of it, and when someone walks on it, click.
That's the end of the movie.
End of the movie.
Coming back.
Merv lost a limb. Yeah, it's over. Call 911.
Fatality.
Just instantly goes to Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. So I that would be the only thing I could think of, because he, like I said, he did everything. He, out of all those things, they probably couldn't have survived the first one, let alone the 8 or 9 that happened later. Just start doing the injuries when you start watching. You're like, broken neck, broken leg, broken hand.
Oh man.
You know what I mean? Just
concussion.
Yeah.
Concussion.
I could get hit in the head 22 times and not have any brain damage.
Well, I mean,
I can get hit in the head.
What did he get hit in? Was it an iron to the face?
Yeah, iron to the face. Came down through the pipe. He got.
And the second one, it was a
face.
brick to the face.
No, it was also, I think,
that
a
was
can
in
of
the
paint.
second one.
That was in the second one, I think.
Yeah, he got the brick with the second one.
Like a gallon of paint hit him in the face.
Yeah, gallon of paint. Landed on the micro machines. Flipped off. Grabbed the doorknob and burned his hand because he put the barbecue.
That's
funny.
Genius.
When everybody sees that, if you didn't, most kids wouldn't even realize what that thing was. They're like, "Oh, what's that?" It's like, that's how you actually got a charcoal barbecue to light. That's what that is. It's for lighting a barbecue.
I thought it was an element out of the oven.
Nope. You can actually get those for old charcoal barbecues. You shove it in, you light it, and just let it heat the coals up, and eventually it gets them warm enough, and then it'll catch fire. But it is basically like the element out of a stove.
Same idea.
Same idea.
Wow. Okay, well there you go, Maddox.
Tyson, how would you change it?
I'd build a landmine, and my name is Pom Pom. I'm out. I'm leaving.
Take it easy. Take it easy there, stripy pants. You'll be fine.
You're what the French would call les incompetents. Hopefully people get it.
Well, it's a twofer, Jay. You get the twofer for tonight.
Fuller, lay off the Pepsi.
I just wanted to say, I've had a real bone to pick with that first Home Alone movie. Just like, I know we got a lot of these to get to, but what would you do differently for the traps? I mean, really, he doesn't have to do anything different because it worked. But like, when he's in the kitchen and he's playing
Wings of Angels or Angels of whatever. Yeah.
I forgive you, but my Tommy gun don't. And then he just turns the volume on the TV to maximum. And they run away thinking they're getting shot. And I'm like, no, I wish I could get the model of that TV to hear the sound that TV puts out, where it literally feels and sounds like a machine gun is firing for real out of the kitchen. It's like,
but he used firecrackers. He threw firecrackers in a pot under the window, under the door.
Yeah, but that wasn't the TV. The TV was a different one, wasn't it?
He did it twice,
pizza guy with the TV. Yeah.
He did the pizza guy was just talking about, keep the change and all that stuff. But the other one was when he threw the firecrackers into the pot, and that's when they thought they were getting shot at.
But Jeremy's,
it was the pizza guy.
But his notion with the TV, I also want to know the VCR model. That was
it was a 2-in-1.
Yeah, but he could rewind and fast forward on a dime. That was accurate.
I want to know that. I want that TV puts out 140 dB sound pressure level.
Blows the windows out.
Oh yeah, man, burst the eardrums.
You put the sound of a machine gun through that, and it sounds like you're getting shot at. So I just thought that was incredible. Incredible TV.
I think instead of the fan blowing the feathers, we have a fan blowing hot spices. And then we leave a glass of water out beside them. So then they grab the water to have a drink, not knowing that the water is full of laxatives.
Gary.
You see,
that's awesome.
That is amazing and diabolical.
That fits in. You could literally do that. Yep.
Yes.
With stuff from the kitchen.
Even the laxatives. I was going to go with vinegar. You know what I mean? And it's Gary upped it again.
Ooh, that would have been bad.
Wow.
And the laxative's going to buy you lots of time to escape.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like it's an instant laxative, bud.
Man,
I suppose at a crucial moment.
If that movie's missing anything, it is buckets of feces, for sure. Moving on. Guys, there's a lot of questions here. Amanda would like to know, if you open a gift that you already have, do you say anything or just kind of, thank you and say nothing?
Thank you, say nothing.
Thank you.
Tyson's going to be the scale.
I just don't know. The only thing that's going to come out of saying something is just them feeling dumb, like the other person. You know what I mean? So it's if you want them to feel bad, then you could say something. You'd be like, oh, cool, I already have one of these. Which actually, now that I'm saying it like that, maybe your question is you're saying oh, I already have this because I like it. So good job on getting a thing I like. Okay, yeah, actually, now that I say it out loud, I can see that side of it.
Not do you have the receipt?
Right.
Yeah. But I'm torn. It's not you know what I mean? Someone got me an Xbox and I said, ooh, I already have one, but thanks. I always wanted to. And then someone giving you a game that maybe you already opened or got, you know what I mean? Like what if I'm the idiot that bought it last week, but I can't return mine? I could easily swap you because I would like a game and I could swap it if you.
Right.
But then I would have to admit
Which
Right.
Which scenario is better? You're upfront and say, tell them you already have this, or a week later they see on Facebook Marketplace that you have a gift up.
And then it looks like you didn't appreciate it, but it's like, you did such a good job. But I think I'm with you did such a good job picking this out for me that I actually already have one. So
yeah.
Or you could lie. I love it. And I love it so much. Could I have the receipt? I'd like to frame it. Because yeah.
Or you could just you look a person in the eye and you go, "Oh, thank you so much. I already have one of these." And then you just give it back to them. So thank you, but I already have it.
I want you to have
Bye.
this.
Yeah.
Or just yell, "You don't know me at all."
I already have this, you stupid piece of...
That you would have at least done some homework first. Thanks for caring. Something like that.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. Angela would like to know, do any of us or anyone we know actually eat fruitcake and like it?
So that's such a timely question, because this Sunday, one of the maintenance guys at the church I was talking to, he's an F1 guy. Actually,
Nice.
He recently retired,
Nice.
and and so we're talking
F1?
From liking F1.
Yeah, you want to talk about it? Yeah, so we were talking about that, and you're like, oh yeah, what are you up to? And he said, oh yeah, well this weekend I'm really looking forward to it. Got my family coming over, and we're all we're making a whole bunch of fruit cakes. And I was like, great, I'm glad you're excited. Good for you, Hope you guys have a great time. But yeah, I was kind of like, first I heard of that, let's all hey, everyone come over and make fruitcakes. Yeah, first I heard of it. So I just heard that on Sunday. It's the first time I really heard anyone kind of talk about that they like them or want them.
Interesting.
Just saying.
I mean,
Family coming together to inflict pain on the world.
Yeah.
I've had a slice of fruitcake and have pleasantly been surprised before, but I'm not out looking for a fruitcake. You know what I mean?
No, agree.
That wasn't bad. Okay. Next year, would you like some? No, I'm good.
Yeah. You don't like...
The problem with Christmas is the fruitcake is sitting out beside 10 other desserts that look amazing.
Oh, man.
I understand
it.
You lay that bad boy out on the table in Scotch cookie season? Sorry. Don't know what to tell you, but not happening.
Every year you got to have the Scotch cookies.
Or you know what I mean? That crack, whatever they call it, with the score pieces in it and
Christmas
stuff.
crack?
Or the puppy chow stuff with the Crispix and the... Yeah.
Never had that.
Christmas crack?
No, I had crack. I mean Christmas crack.
Oh.
Is that like
pickle
the white
pants.
stuff that's
This is
on
an
the Christmas
intervention.
trees there? It looks like snow.
No, that's not that stuff.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Intervention time for snowy pickle pants. Too much crack at Christmas.
Oh yeah. Look at Starlight down there, just living it up.
See, that's the thing. On mine, I'm up here, and you're like, damn, you're down here.
Yeah, well you're down there in mine.
Okay.
This is gonna throw it so off.
Jeremy's over there on mine, and Gary's down there
right.
on mine.
Yeah, Gary's over there. Gary's over there in mine. You're there, and
Aren't
Jeremy's
you
there.
cracker nuts?
I got it.
Look how jolly Cracker Nuts is.
Is that a pickle in your pants, or are you casually content to see me?
Wow. Wow.
Jolly Cracker Nuts has broken Starlight Glitter Bottom. Andy made him laugh too hard.
This last like 2 minutes has sounded like the commentary on that Extreme MXC or whatever, that like contest.
Let's get eliminated. That one?
Vic Romano.
Yes.
Oh.
And Kenny Blankenship.
One time I went to show the kids. I was like, guys, it was so funny. You need to see this. You need to see this. 45 seconds in, forgot how inappropriate it was and had to shut it off.
Oh, yeah. as soon as Guy came out, that was pretty much when it started.
Guy Ledouche.
Is that still on TV?
No.
It's back. It's back in Japan. They brought it back. It's seriously.
Wow.
It's now back in Japan.
That was like the highlight of my cable TV years.
Yep.
That was Jeremy. That was.
Sorry. Sorry,
yeah.
Walker, Texas Ranger.
Yeah, no, yeah, sure, okay. Definitely not the French channel. All right. Giblabli bleu. All right. Nui.
Channel 42.
I definitely did not know what channel. I didn't remember what channel it was, but you are correct. I believe it was.
I remembered. I remembered.
And like 39 was Showcase because La Femme Nikita came on Showcase.
Well, I thought 39 was space. 40 was history? No. Oh, anyway, I'm mixed.
You know what? Yeah, but if I went through an order, I'd probably
36 was Discovery.
Gary's
What?
like
38 was space. 39 was comedy.
31
yes.
was TLC
Yeah.
Yes.
because 30 was
28 was TSN.
Mhm.
Yes.
29 was the CTV news channel.
Yeah.
Gary had a satellite dish.
Was 28? What was 28?
TSN.
TSN.
Right.
23 was the score.
Was the TNN.
Well, it was TNN,
Spike.
Spike TV.
What's going on?
Oh, man. Do you remember the commercial? Like when they had those run of commercials that we all thought were so funny? And the one of them was like the two guys in the boardroom. I don't even remember, but it's like some movie poster and the guy's just like sitting back, like looking at it. And the other guy's writing something. He looks over at him. He's like, what? He's like, would you? Would I what? He's like, you know.
With the it was they were advertising Star Trek and it was the Klingon girl.
Yeah, it was okay. That's okay. That's
she
right.
was an alien,
Yeah,
and it's like,
remember,
would you?
you know.
Yeah,
Wow.
they did. They had Spike had those commercials
They had a bunch of hilarious.
because then they got the rights to Star Wars for a while to air Star Wars, and it was all these golfing commercials with Darth Vader. You know what I mean? And the ball would take a big curve because he was using the Force. You know what I mean? And then the guy got all mad. I've had enough. You're cheating. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about
Starlight Glitterbottom sounds like a character from Spike TV.
Yeah, it does.
Yes.
It really does.
Yeah, right off the Joe Schmo show.
It really does. A&E 26, CNN 25.
Got the list.
Outdoor. No,
Cameron,
24 was 8.
What?
have we told the Joe Schmo story?
I don't know.
I don't think we did. I don't think we did.
This show's going to be 2 hours long.
No.
I don't think I even know the Joe
Yeah, but
Schmo,
I
so-
think we could do this in less than 2 minutes because we got some.
Okay. All right.
But
All right.
I'm living in
We can look
Fredericton, and I'm like one building over from Cameron, but the basements are attached in the buildings, right? Because we laundry rooms and stuff. So I can't remember what night of the week it was. I want to say Thursdays, but on Mondays we watched Raw together, and on Thursdays we were watching Joe Schmo. So it was like a reality show before reality shows got super popular. Like I think Survivor might have been out, and that was it. Possibly Big Brother. Big Brother might have been out. Might have been. I'm not sure.
Might have been.
Well, yeah, no, it was. It would have been because this was their 25th. Anyway, doesn't matter. But everybody on the show, it's like a reality-based game show. but everybody on the show is an actor, except for one guy who doesn't know this is all an act. So like he keeps moving on in the show. He doesn't get voted off. He keeps moving on, and the game is rigged. He's going to move to the end, but he's building relationships and alliances with these people who are all in on it. It's all fake. Like it's all just to see how he'd react. It's all scripted. Every Thursday night, I go upstairs and Cameron probably make his homemade pizza, and me, Cam, and Katie, sometimes Dougie, are watching this show. Good old cable TV. You got one remote, 28 channels, whatever it is. And Katie, who I used to love watching scary movies with, by the way, because it's such a friggin' treat.
Entertaining.
Like, I'm not going to lie to you. So,
You didn't say that when she sat in front of you that time.
Buddy, I tried to trade you for 20 minutes and I gave up. I went back. But she's jumpy and she hits things and right? So keep in mind, this is before PVRs. This is before the rewind button. This is before you can go back, skip ahead, do whatever. This is just right.
This is live, baby.
We get right to, and they've been teasing on the commercial. You could hear his voice, what's going on? Because he's figuring it out, and it's the last episode. Katie basically just goes, and throws the remote by accident. Changes the channel. Batteries fly across the room, out of the remote. Yes. The guy is about to find out. We've watched this whole thing, the entire season. We haven't missed 1 minute of this show. And all of a sudden, poor Cameron, as if he did it, is on his hands and knees, like wrestling for the batteries, trying to get the batteries back in the remote. The batteries are upside down. He's turning them around, trying to get the...
And I was just scrambling.
My gosh. No. And by some miracle, to be fair, we actually didn't miss very much of the... But it was like right at the... You heard him say, what's going on? Like he's in shock, and all of a sudden the channel changed. We're like, what? And the TV, like, oh yeah. Just chaos. Just chaos.
Amazing.
When that remote hit the floor, I was already heading for the floor to grab the batteries.
Yeah.
Cameron,
oh my gosh, it was so funny. Oh my gosh,
it's so good.
I believe the part you missed out was Cammy.
Yeah, basically. I think she said your name 28 times. Oh yeah, in like just 10 seconds. Oh yeah, man. I'll never forget that. Gosh, that was so funny. Good. Heather would like to know: have you ever gotten a gift that you actually had absolutely no idea what it was or what it was for?
I'm gonna lean with I've never had that happen.
This is where I make a joke about dish detergent.
19 was YTV. 21 was Vision.
15 CBS. 16
wasn't 8
CMT.
What CMT? Wasn't 8 CTV?
Mm-hmm.
3 CBC.
Boys. 13
4
ASN.
ASN.
Right. Little breakfast television action. Yep.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
11 was French CBC.
Yes. Yep. 10 was the local cable with our favorite show, The Swap Shop. Yep.
Right. Yes. Yeah, there's so Cam,
The Swap Shop. Brian Siddle was the host of The Swap Shop on Cable 10. And one night we called through and actually got through and got on air trying to sell Brian stuff on his show.
Is that clip still around somewhere?
Oh, I hope so. Yeah, because he didn't fall for it. Like he started reading it and got like mid-sentence and then just kind of stared at the screen. He kind of shook his head and threw it to someone else.
Fair enough.
Oh man,
it's so good.
I'm trying to think of any gifts that I didn't know what it was.
Any presents?
Yeah.
No. I've gotten gifts that I hadn't figured out how to work, but not
I've gotten some that maybe, I think we talked about this in a previous episode, that I'm like, oh, okay. And then within a week, like, actually, I love it. Like, it was a super thoughtful, I use it all the time. But when I opened it, didn't think I'd use it. And then, oh gosh, I use it every day. Yeah.
I got a tie clip when I was younger.
Nice.
I had no idea what that was.
For picking locks. Yeah.
Fancy. Gary probably uses the money clip
for bookmarking his personality books that he reads there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This chapter, so you got a tie clip.
Right. What's the letters there? CY, BDSM, whatever it is there. That one of the personalities?
The MBTI.
Starlight, glitter bottom, jolly cracker nuts, behave. Okay, next question. What is your least favorite Christmas carol?
I was hoping he was going to go with song, but
I know if it was song, it's Mariah Carey.
100%.
But it's Christmas carol.
I don't think I dislike like a Christmas carol.
Where-
It'd be like,
Where's the line between a song and a carol?
That's what I was
Carol's
just gonna say.
Where does that
I'd say
cut off
carol
at?
is old school. Like we're talking, like before the 1920s, probably.
We wish you a Merry
Nothing, right?
Christmas, carols.
Feliz Navidad.
Well, like
Who are you to
I
wish
just-
me a Merry Christmas? How dare you
Did you say
assume?
Feliz Navidad?
Yeah, you did.
That's your least.
That's Cameron's Christmas carol. Feliz Navidad. Give her pickle pants.
See?
Feliz Navidad. You listen to that one for 10 minutes and it will quickly become your least favorite.
Does not take long. No, it does not. No, it does not.
Yeah, it's like, how do you... Yeah.
Well,
I don't think
we got to
I
list
know
some
any
here.
of
List
those.
some Christmas carols. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's like I can list a lot of
Silent
Christmas
Night?
songs. Yeah, Silent Night.
Dash into the Snow.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Jingle Bells, Silver Bells.
So we just don't like all of them.
I'm not listing ones I don't like.
Oh,
I'm just
come all
listing
ye faithful.
Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
Gloria, Hark the Herald Angels.
I'm looking up the
There is
definition
one
of
that you
Christmas
can,
carol.
like, saying you hate one is like saying you hate Christmas. That's just, you don't do it.
Hate is a strong word.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me say what Paul Heyman said one time. Strong dislike.
Wow, I don't know if there's any Christmas carols.
The authority?
Feliz Navidad might be up there.
It's up there. If we're considering that a
Great.
Christmas
Now
carol,
I know
it's,
Gary's weakness.
it's up there. It's definitely up there. Yeah, I don't.
How can I rig Gary's car to play it nonstop?
My old Hyundai that had a CD stuck in it.
CD stuff.
No, nothing but one CD for a whole year.
Oh, it was. It was so long.
Gary's like, "Would you just break?"
That you're near.
That something happened to the car. I unhooked the battery and the CD popped out
Man,
after a whole year.
it's just like Marshall's Fiero and How I Met Your Mother, just playing the 500-mile song over and over and over. Jace would like to know which reindeer is your favorite and why. Mine's venison. That's why. What is Cameron doing?
Good. I'm thinking.
That's your,
he's trying to remember them
I
all.
looked at Pickle Pants and he's doing this.
Yeah, he's in his head. He's going, and Dasher and Dancer, and Prancer and Vixen.
Pickle Pants.
Comet.
Don't stop.
Cupid. Is there a Cupid?
Donner.
Is there a Cupid?
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's a Vixen.
Just a minute.
Right? Vixen?
There is now.
Wait, let's Holy Mother, it's been so long since
Prancer's my favorite.
Prancer and Dancer, Comet and Cupid, Donner and Blitzen.
Too easy.
Donner.
Too easy. That's low hanging fruit, Gary. I'm not biting.
Jolly Cracker Nuts likes Prancer. You got a problem with that?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
What about you, Starlight Glitterbottom?
I'm gonna go with Comet.
I mean, I'm just, I don't know. Like, I don't give a rip about Rudolph. Like, who cares?
Give a
I think
rip.
knows. Whatever.
I
Overrated.
think Starlight Glitterbottom has to go with Dancer.
Yeah. Yes.
But now that you think about it,
I
the
should.
names. What are the names?
Sing it, Cameron. Sing it. Go on.
Nope.
I wasn't even trying to get one of these to sing it. I'm sitting here trying to remember the names.
Like Donner. What happened with it? What's that? What name is
Donner.
that?
There's
Donner?
Blitzen, right? Blitzen?
Blitz.
Blitzen.
Yes. Comet, Cupid, Donner, and Blitzen.
Comet, Cupid, Donner, and Blitzen. Is there a Dasher?
Dasher,
Prancer,
Dancer,
Dancer.
Prancer, and Vixen.
Like he named one
Vixen's
of his reindeer Vixen?
Yeah, I know. The more you think of it,
He's starting
weirder
analyzing
it
it.
gets. Gets weirder.
Like, where
Are
did
they-
Comet come from?
Are they all male? But her?
I don't know. That's a good question.
That's
Good question.
That's a good.
Jace, buddy, I don't know what to tell you, but we don't want to unpack this anymore. This is getting weird.
This is a rabbit hole.
This is a rabbit hole.
Yep.
I'm going to go with Blitzen because that just feels like an all-out. Let's go. Okay.
I'm gonna go with Comet.
Comet.
Seems powerful.
Blitzkrieg Bop.
That's solid. That's solid. Yep.
Screw that guy.
When do you put up your tree?
Really?
When do you put up your tree? Early, late, Christmas Eve? What tree? When do you put up your tree?
Remembrance Day.
Gary?
That's not a tree, actually.
That's not a tree.
It's not a tree. What is it, Gary?
It's just hanging on my wall. That's something I built.
Like,
With
what am I
Heather's
looking
help.
at?
I thought it was a tree too. You mean it's like a wall hanging?
Yeah. It's just
Wow.
like a garland stapled to a
Like,
triangle.
the scale of it compared to you looks like it makes it look like it's 9 feet tall.
I
Like,
thought it was a tree.
Right.
I thought it was a tree.
That is the bottom of it.
Well, you had me fooled.
It's just
Yeah.
wall.
Wow.
Mine
Good work.
will probably go up the beginning of December.
Way to bust the illusion.
Could have just lied. We wouldn't have
I
known.
just like,
You couldn't let me have that.
you say you built it?
Yeah.
So it's like a bunch of branches all
It's
shoved
just
in
like
there?
1x4 wood that I made a triangle out of, and then you just went and bought that garland. You can get at Canadian Tire or whatever, and just stapled it to the wood.
Okay.
Well, I thought it
And
was a
then you
tree.
just hang that on the wall.
Gary really is a like Bob Vila.
DIY. Yes.
Well, thanks for busting that
Sponsored by
bubble,
Big
Cracker.
for
DIY
Tools.
King.
Kevin Nash ruined wrestling for me, and now you ruin the illusion of this tree? Oh, my gosh.
It is got some Toronto Maple Leaf ornaments on
Okay.
it. though.
Oh, it's been redeemed.
You're forgiven.
Watch him drop it. Smash.
At least it'd be on tape.
Look at that. That's awesome. That is awesome.
That is
Toronto Maple Leaf Santa.
nice.
Oh,
Just
I
like
see.
them winning the cup.
There's
All
more to
imaginary.
that question, eh? Jurina wants to know if you have a favorite Christmas treat.
Scotch cookies.
Crack.
Next question.
Puppy chow. That's what it was called.
What?
Puppy chow.
Right.
Puppy chow.
Right.
The puppy chow.
Mine would probably be
Scotch cake.
those flaming hot Inferno Doritos. Love those.
Nothing screams Christmas
Really?
like
I just eat them year round, and so I eat them at Christmas. So I guess it's my favorite Christmas treat.
My favorite Christmas treat is no longer available in Canada, and I'm a little sad. Can't get Little Debbie Christmas cakes anymore.
What would the difference be between that and a zebra cake?
Can't get them either.
Oh,
Well, obviously,
man.
Gary, one is in the shape of a tree with sprinkles on it.
The zebra
Man.
cake's in the shape of a zebra?
No.
Maybe it's because I'm a millennial, but I do not know what a Debbie cake is.
Tyson, look, he wants to cry, Jeremy. He's look.
No,
he's
man,
sad.
I feel really bad for you, Pickle Pants. I do. No.
Well, thank you, Pom Pom. I appreciate that. Glad I have your support.
Don't know
Starlight,
what
quit laughing. And Jolly, you don't look so jolly. Get on with it.
Get on with it.
Cracker nuts.
Keep your pickle in your pants there, would you?
Anywho,
That's
I don't even talk
snowy
like
pickle.
this anywhere
Snowy
else.
pickle.
I just get with you guys, and I turn to 9 years old.
blame us.
Yes,
We're about that
I
age
do.
when you started hanging out with us. So
Yes, it's true.
don't say we corrupted you.
We've got two questions here, pretty similar. So Linda asked about our most memorable kind of gift or memorable moment we had as a child. Katie asked our best and most memorable Christmas gift we received as a child, but also as an adult.
Oh, that's that. You guys go ahead, start.
Cameron's like, I didn't have a childhood, so I'm gonna.
Technically, I don't remember a lot of them. So
All I remember is pain.
Cameron doesn't remember?
What did you say, Gary? What? Where are we? Oh yeah,
You're like the one person I count on to remember
Yeah.
everything.
Chris,
Except for immediate things like the day of. Things that happened 20 years ago? Cameron's the man.
20 years ago, 30,
so my short-term
40,
memory has a little issue.
Snowy Pickle Pants over there. He is the voice at the beginning of A Christmas Story. My old man.
You're a mean one, Mister.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you for sure it was, I can remember when I got my first, like, legit guitar amp. And it was, it's kind of funny because, like, we went to Ontario, family trip one year, and I went to the music store in Kitchener. And I plugged into this. It was like a Marshall half stack. Plugged it in, 4x12, sounded amazing. But I didn't know anything, so I was just like, "That's a Marshall. Marshalls sound like that. Like,
Yeah,
I didn't get a Marshall. Like, those are great." So, anyways, back home in Miramichi, Irving Keyboard had a Marshall amp. Now it was quite a bit smaller, quite a bit cheaper, but like I didn't know, or it didn't even occur to me. I was just like, "Oh, we have one of those in Miramichi! Wow!" So that was my ask for Christmas. So when I actually got it, I couldn't even believe it. And actually looking back on it, I mean, it was, like mom and dad. I mean, they weren't really, they didn't have. They weren't long established career people. Like dad took all kinds of jobs and make ends meet and stuff. So for them to like put that together so I could have that, looking back on it now, I was pretty grateful for it. And But I definitely had a whole like, oh man, I was expecting this like huge like half stack sound. I plug it in, turn it on, and like, yeah, it's still good and cool. Like I was super grateful, but I was slightly hiding my like, how come it doesn't sound the same? You know, it's like I did not want to seem ungrateful, but I was like,
something doesn't sound right here.
Messed something up here, I think. Yeah. Anyway, but yes, that was pretty monumental. MG 50 something. Anyway, sorry.
You still remember the model number?
Yeah, it was MG something.
Wow.
I hear you.
For me, I remember when I was little, so weird and strange. I actually do remember some things, not a lot. Gary, thank you for that. That's over 40 years ago. Anyway, whenever I got up Christmas morning, I went out and there was a grater. My grandfather drove a grater and my dad drove a grater. And when I got up Christmas morning, there was a green grater. It had Tonka on it. I thought it was so cool. But I didn't realize that when I got older, Tonkas didn't come in green. My dad took a yellow Tonka, stripped it, painted it, put all of it back together, and put the stickers on it so it would look like his and my grandfather's grater.
Nice.
And just the weird thing I remember, that's what I remember. He did the same thing with, he drove a cement truck, and it was a red one. And again, Tonkas only came in yellow. Stripped everything off, painted the whole thing red, not a mark on the window, took it all apart, did the same thing. When I got older, I realized, that was a lot of thought put into that one.
Yeah, it was a lot of work, yeah.
That was really kind of cool.
Wow. Well, I was trying to think of something funny, but this took a real sentimental turn.
Yeah. Here I am with the cockles of my head all tickled.
I don't remember much specifics, but our house was kind of the center with family all over the province and whatnot, so everybody would end up there.
Yep.
So Christmas season, we'd usually have 30, 40 people or more show up, and then most of them ended up sleeping in the house somewhere.
Yep.
Nice.
Pool table tournaments going on the whole time.
Oh man, It was like the Mecca for Christmas there. Yeah, it was like a big deal. Man, there was one time at one of those, I think Mom gave me like a Gravol, or she gave me like way too much because I wasn't feeling good. And I was basically like high for a whole day. It like made me I felt like I was floating and like floating, and I also weighed like 400 pounds at the same time. I remember it so vividly, and Mom was like, oh my gosh, what did I do? But it was just a Gravol, but she didn't read or misunderstood, but I think she gave me like 2. I don't remember how old I was, but I was like maybe 10 years old or something like that.
Oh man.
And it was the whole thing, everyone was having a great time. I just sat on the couch like high as a kite from Gravol or whatever.
At the risk of outing myself, I think I know what that was.
Yeah. Who knows, man? That might have been the story I was told.
Man, that eggnog had some kick.
Yeah.
Oh man. Wow. I'm trying to remember the year. Gary might kind of remember this, but there was a year Dad got really hurt at the mill, so he was off work for a very long time. And I don't know how Mom and Dad would have done it that year, but he would have been off work, and us kids on Christmas, we never would have known it. You know what I mean? Like, and I look back now that I'm older, that I have no idea. And that would have been around, I might be off by 1 year. Yeah, that I got my first guitar. You know what I mean? And I look back, I have no idea how they would have pulled that one off, but they did. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. And we all used to see people more. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah. Well, it was a big thing in my house is that you opened your presents.
Yeah.
And then you would do, as I called it, you would do the tour. Because my aunt lived across the road. Then you go to my grandmother's. Then you go up to my other cousins. And then my other cousins. And you go to my other grandmother's. And it's kind of like, we did that every year. And you didn't even think about it. You're like, all right, yeah, we're just going to go to this place and this place and this place. And eventually, as you cycle through, people had food. And you just cycled through and
ate food. Yes.
Eat and eat.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Such a different mentality. It was just like, at that time, it was like everyone's families, they just made huge amounts of food. And it was just like, look, we have all this food, so sit down and eat. It wasn't like, I need to know how many's coming, so we get this much. It was like, no, just everyone had food all the holidays.
And as an adult now, not that I'm the one making it, it's poor Amanda, but like, I see how much effort actually goes into what was made. And I look back at my childhood, like we got up in the morning and had breakfast and opened presents. And then by that afternoon, we're at Nancy and Bruce's. And by that evening, we got to be back home because Karen and Benny and Nancy and Bruce are coming. And then on Boxing Day, we could have been going to Gary's. You know what I mean? Like there was this whole, and there was just food everywhere. Like I have no idea where it kept coming from. Yeah. But it was everywhere. Yeah. Like it.
Like the attitude was, you need to have enough food for 10 people at any given time.
There was a lot of casseroles. There was a lot of casseroles.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
like Christmas Eve at my house because we have all of the family, like Katie's family and my family come, and like it's just a potluck, and you just have table full of food, and it's like now it's the table, the island, the other table in the kitchen. It's like, where did all this food come from? And then like, you didn't have to make anything for like 4 days because you just keep picking. It's like, it looks like we're having turkey today. I just want turkey pie tomorrow. Have a turkey and gravy.
What?
Yeah.
Say what?
Yeah. I knew he was going to throw that one at you. They would have turkey and gravy. I would.
You'd watch. Yeah.
I was gonna say. I thought you said they.
Not me. Today, this year might be the year, Tyson. It might be a Festivus miracle.
Don't tease me.
I think it's time for the airing of the grievances.
Funny you say that. Funny you say that.
Yeah, that's very good.
Katie specifically tagged me and wanted my Christmas pet peeves.
Here we go.
Cue the top 10 music.
You mean the top 100?
Do some stretches.
He's gonna limper up for this one. Look at him. He's just
we all have like, as part of this podcast, like the peak things. There's like when each one of us has a thing that we're like the best at, and this is Tyson's thing.
The floor is yours, sir. Go on. He's limbered up.
Boys, where do I start? Let's start.
The beginning would help.
Grocery stores at Christmas. Can we unpack that one a little bit? Okay. I'm on my way home the week of Christmas. And my wife texts me for like a random, like, we just need another bag of potatoes. It's not just another bag of potatoes the week of Christmas going into that grocery store. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Oh my gosh. You might as well, like, I might as well have to climb 2 mountains in a blizzard to go get a bag of potatoes as opposed to run into Atlantic Grocer real quick.
Uphill both ways.
Start the Fellowship of the Potatoes.
Yes. Oh my land. Bunch of vultures.
Tie this rope around me. If you don't see me in 10 minutes, drag me back out.
Well, and it's already started, so I ran in for stuff today. And at a level, you know what I mean? Like if we've got like threat levels like Bush had, you know what I mean? But for the grocery store, if we got green, yellow, orange, red. I was somewhere in the amber area today in that grocery store. We weren't on threat level red, you know what I mean? But I almost, I did one lap for a parking spot today. And I was like, oh, okay, well, and people are walking out in front of you, and I'm just having this moment of, since we're talking about the good old days, remember when you used to walk out in front of a car, assume they stopped, but you weren't mad because they did the whole, nod and smile, thank you. Appreciate you stopping. You could have hit me, but you didn't.
Yeah, thanks for not running me down.
Thanks for not running me down. And they're just walking out of every which direction. So then I do the other lap, right? And a car backs out of a spot the opposite direction of me, so I'm coming, right? Cameron, you had to be there to, if I could have security footage. It's crap like this that I wish, I should, the Russians have a dash cam on every car so we could have all this footage. They do. They all have one. It's like it's law or something.
Yes.
Because it's not
all
their
the dash
car.
cam footage is from there. Yeah.
So
they're keeping YouTube alive.
So they pull out, so I'm coming towards them, and they back out kind of the other way, so now they're facing me, right? And this car, so now they're within their right, they cannot let me go, but I'm going to get the spot. They're going to go straight, and I'm going to turn in, you know what I mean? They're going to pass me. They just backed out.
Yeah.
A car is sitting over on a diagonal. Cam, if you can kind of picture the Chatham Atlanta grocer, it's oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Cuts across the lane and takes the spot. And actually nearly, because the car wasn't waiting for me to take it, they were backing out and going to drive forward. You know what I mean? I'm not their problem. So actually nearly hits them. And so it's just me and Maddox down there, and oh my gosh, it's not even that close to Christmas yet. I'm about to watch a parking lot fight go down right now. There's a guy and his wife in the car that backed out of the spot, and she is irate. She is going full, I thought she was going to go through the window. Karen. Oh, just full on, right? And then as they drive by me, welcome to Chatham, right, Miramichi, I realize, oh my gosh, I know both of them. Okay. Right? And she's freaking out. I pull into another spot further away, and I was like, come on, Maddox, bud, let's walk in. And Maddox was like, why was that woman so mad? And I said, well, bud, to be fair, whoever's still in that car, who was in a real big hurry, but hasn't gotten out of the car yet, I've done another lap and parked, and they're still in the car, but they were in this massive hurry. As a buddy, I'm trying to talk quiet because they're not out of the car yet, but they shouldn't have done that. They really cut them off and took a spot that kind of wasn't theirs. You know what I mean? He's like, oh, okay. And as I look over into that car, she's sitting there, and I'm like, oh, I know her too. I know everybody involved in this near parking lot.
Now the question is, does it lessen the anger if you know the person?
Yeah.
But if it's a complete stranger, it's full on.
If it's a complete stranger, I'm mad. If I know them and they know they were in the wrong, I need to be less mad because they're going to be embarrassed as all get out. Because they just pulled that, and oh my gosh, I know the guy that I just cut off. Because it was a cutoff. Was my name on the spot? No. You know what I mean? But I'm blatantly right there. The signal light's on. Yes. They backed out of it. They're driving
We
forward.
all know the rules.
There's unwritten rules for this.
Who's the one waiting. Yes.
But every
big sign there that says pom-pom striking against parking only.
But the point was,
I want to make one of those signs.
But Jolly Cracker Nuts, that car wasn't waiting for me to park. They were leaving. You know what I mean? So their vehicle's in drive, and they're driving forward, and they just barely, they were within inches. That car cut across and took that spot.
Here's the thing. Every year it seems like it used to be the week before Christmas.
It's getting.
And then it seems like it was 2 weeks before Christmas.
It's expanding.
And now it seems like it's a month before Christmas.
It's expanding. It's getting.
Yeah. It's the craziness is just getting amped up every year. It's
crazy at the grocery store now? So like when this comes out,
I don't know, but have you been to Walmart?
Oh no, gosh,
Tuesday.
Yeah, right.
You got to wear your fatigues and an army helmet going into Walmart already. So just so like when the public, it doesn't matter when we recorded this, but this is going to come out probably the first week of December-ish because we're close to there now. We're almost, you know what I mean? But like it's already crazy for some reason. Like why is it already crazy?
Yes. Well, just think now. Costco's crazy on a good day. Let's sprinkle in some Christmas and multiply
like
that.
I get close to Christmas. Those are people, Gary, who waited last minute and then ran out to get their stuff. And there's a lot of cracker nuts out there who wait till the week of and they go for it. And that's why it's so busy.
And the people who wait till the last minute, they aren't no rush when they get there. They're casually parking.
Obviously. They're no rush. They're no rush. But it's not just the last minute people, Gary. It could be like I wasn't last minute. I bought for 19 people. Crap, I forgot something. So they're trying to, so it's the whole combo of the last couple weeks.
Gary.
But people are already treating it like it's the last minute and it's not like, guys, you've got another month. It's okay. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
You're still 4 weeks out. You'll be okay. Like, why are you rushing into stealing parking spots and like elbows out? Like my potatoes. Like, what are you doing?
Robin's Christmas shopping.
I kind of liken the being in the car in the parking lot is a sort of similar thing to being like an anonymous person on the internet.
Yes.
It's like when you're inside that car, you can just say and do whatever you want. You can wave.
Parking
whatever,
lots,
whichever
highway driving,
choose.
and Twitter. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I think being in cars like in an enclosed.
There's some anonymity there.
Yes. There's like a bit of like I can do whatever I want because there's no way you can get to me. Yeah, exactly.
This is like my fortress of solitude.
Yeah.
Oh man, because that.
Well, having witnessed Gary actually do this Christmas like last minute thing, I actually was there one year that Gary did this, and he just nonchalantly I go, hey, like 2 days before Christmas, I don't remember what it was. And I was looking at him like, where are you going? Gonna go do my shopping.
Yep.
I'm like, are you insane? 2 minutes or 20 minutes later, Heather comes in because Heather came to the house and she's sitting there. I go, what's wrong with you? I had to get her there. It's like a madhouse. She said, like, it's crazy there. Gary goes, so I'm going out. And she just walks out like king of the world. I'm like, where is he going? She goes, I think he's going back there. She's like, it's crazy out there. Gary comes back like 2 hours later, still the same smile as he had on when he came in.
But I don't know how.
I got all the stuff I needed.
Because I can't do the crazy. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it.
And then Gary's Christmas gift is like
Oh my gosh, I can't do
the
it.
floor model Cuisinart coffee perk, Colgate toothpaste, travel pack,
Swami.
Yeah, and a Dirt Devil vacuum.
and a USB cable.
Almost sounds like stuff you could have
Whatever was left hanging, swinging on the little thing after everybody left.
On the ends of the aisles, because I'm not going to go down there.
He does it every year, and he's like, and he seriously, he smiles like he does like all the time. He just smiling, happy to be out there. It's like meanwhile, I'm out there just trying to tuck and weave to get out. Gary's just walking up the middle. How's everybody today?
But like Pickle Pants, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm in, I'm out, I'm on a mission. I'm probably on a mission. If I'm looking around a little bit, like, oh, I'll go down this aisle and see what, you know what I mean? Like, oh, did they get new hockey cards in or whatever? I'm at least considerate to the people in the space around me. The people that tick me off, I guess one of my biggest pet peeves is you need to acknowledge that there's other people here besides you. And it's okay if you're looking around, but do you know what I mean? There's the stereotypical, like, ooh, that's a new deodorant, and they leave their cart not parked to the right, not parked to the left, on a diagonal in the middle of an aisle, and they're 2 feet away from their own cart, and you're standing there like, so... I'm trying to get...
Just ram you now?
Oh,
ram your cart? Kick you out of the way?
You're smelling them all. You're smelling them all. You're taking all the caps off, and you're smelling them all. That's awesome. Okay, don't mind me. I'm...
Part of the reason that crazy doesn't bug me is because I'm just off in my own little world.
That's true. 100% true.
Is it nice in there?
I think it sounds like.
Oh my gosh, I can't stand it. We've already established the talking at the end of the aisles and stuff. That happens all the time, but it seems to be like on steroids at Christmas. Like I just, just move,
and even
move, just move.
Just an example, tonight on the way out Walmart, a lady in the exit door stopped, turned sideways, and was kept looking back, waiting for a person, and totally blocked the whole door.
You should have drop kicked her right in the back of the skull. Just 2 feet. Boom! Get a big running start.
Little old lady. You can see Tyson running from one end to the other.
Gore.
I've never.
So that's the first item on your list.
I've never. Oh no, it drives me crazy.
Number 9.
But I've never actually freaked out. But don't tell me. I know Pickle Pants here would at least agree with me. Okay. But it's not like it hasn't crossed your mind to just like in the middle of an aisle, just like, have you ever like switched aisles because the person in front of you is so slow? And it's like, oh, this aisle's worse.
Yeah. Yep.
So I'm switching back.
I usually just fart.
That's a solid point. But I've had people like, I call it at school, like a lot of the younger kids at the high school do this. I call it the wall. Like the 8 of you are going to line up single file horizontally and walk and talk as you go to class. But you're walking so slow. Meantime, there's 100 other people behind you trying to get to class in time. And every fiber, they do this in groups at Walmart especially, sometimes the grocery, but mostly Walmart. And every fiber of your being in the crowded store just wants to go, just have everybody look. Cameron, don't tell me you didn't think about it. You've had that moment where you're this close and you just don't do it. Like, no, I can't do that. They'll handcuff me. They'll pull me out of here like I'm
going to jail.
Oh my god!
I like Gary's idea. If there's some break in conversation and you just everybody,
you know what?
Gone.
You know what, boys?
That guy is out of his mind.
I got these little noise makers at work. I don't even need to like fake the noise. I'm just gonna press the button in my pocket. Fart noise come out.
You can be strong and silent too. Might take a few seconds, but you'll clear the aisle.
Man. I'll wear white pants too. You want to see stripy pants? I'll be stripy pants.
That's a good idea. You know what? You're right about that. Before you go in the store, have a bottle of water with you, dump it all over your crotch. Get out of the car, head in the store, big pee stain on you. Everyone's going to get out of your way. They're going to want nothing to do with you. You're going to get close to them. They're going to switch lines. Brilliant. Brilliant. That's so smart. I like it. I like that. You know, there's a few things I missed about Miramichi. One of them is how it gets busier, like at Christmas. Here in Moncton, that's Saturday.
Yeah.
Every weekend Saturday. Of the whole year is like that. It's insane. We try to stay home. The traffic's nuts. It's like that every weekend, all year long. The other thing that I kind of miss is how on Christmas Eve, there's like a 5-hour lineup at the Tim Hortons and people coming out with great big trays of 500 coffees. They don't do that here. It's so weird. That was a Miramichi tradition.
Yes.
All the Tim Hortons would line up for like 400 people and they just walk out with extra large trays of coffee for like...
But that's because in Moncton you have like a Tim Hortons every block and a half. We only
say that.
They're closed,
I mean, Miramichi is that. Yes, and you can get it like there's like lots of service stations that are open. In Chatham, you just have the Irving. You can go get a coffee. But here, there's a bunch of them. But yeah, you don't get that. You don't get the same,
because they're
like,
hooked on they get a tray with 4 extra large black coffees.
Yeah.
And they take it
and
home.
One shoved in the middle.
Yeah, and they put it in their fridge so they can keep beating it up over the next 2 days.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Crazy me.
I remember it.
I just got a coffee perk. I don't know. Call me nuts, but sorry, that's Gary. Gary's nuts.
He's not talking to you.
Oh, wow.
Got anything else on your list there?
That was number one.
That was a doozy.
Oh gosh, it's just.
Wow, she knew. She just knew how to light that fuse, didn't she?
Yeah, she did. Just, I don't understand, and I'll drop it because I missed one blood pressure pill today, and then I get asked about my pet peeves.
I would love to hook you up to a blood pressure monitor right now.
I can tell you. 168 over 112. Let's go. The top's gonna pop right up.
900 over 850.
Just full bore forward.
But we could spray the moon from here if I was to burst open somewhere.
But like, why can't? Do you know what would make the whole? Listen, you could pack another 100 people into Walmart if you want. If everyone would just stick to the rules of the road, go right, right-hand side of the aisle. If you need something over here, stop your cart on the right.
If you're going
go for
in,
it.
if you're going
come back.
If you're going in, you're on the right. If you're coming out, you're on the left. That's how it should be.
But that's not rocket science. Am I wrong? Like, it's not.
Well, we drive like that. Why can't we have?
We were there the other day.
Just have the line.
It's one of the things I do miss about COVID was they had the arrows. And here's the thing: it was for your own safety, and it was better. It was actually, I was faster during COVID than I am at Christmas time with COVID.
It had a flow to it.
Because so here comes the other day.
You're right.
They should even, you know what? They should put the lines down and paint them and have like passing zones and like they do on the road.
Heck yeah. Yeah, the middle aisle, carpool lane. You got a kid, you get the middle aisle. We all get it. You're trying to get out of here before that kid freaks out. You can have free reign. Everybody else, right side, left side, done. Like, it's not that hard.
Tyson's going to start to sign in Walmart.
Drives me crazy. I was there the other day. No. Hear me? Tell me I'm wrong. There is nothing worse, Cameron. You were just there today. That stupid aisle, the aisle it's the fake meat aisle with the dairy and the blah, 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 and all on this other stuff. Here comes all these people down their right-hand side coming towards us. And there's me and Amanda and a couple people in front of us going down our right-hand side. And like, what a world. And then here comes this one lady with the double wide cart right down the wrong side, passing everybody, opening doors, standing there, closes the door, didn't get anything out of there, but you stood there with the door open while we faced the opposite direction of you, waiting to walk by because I just want milk. I just want a thing of milk. Move. You didn't even get anything. I watched you not get anything. Why are you here? You know what I mean? I see none of the ingredients on the ice cream changed today. I still not getting one. Walks to the next aisle. Like, what are you doing? Just get out of the way.
Bush League Podcast, episode 44. Katie killed Tyson.
He still does going.
He dies on this episode.
But it's not that hard.
This episode's been sponsored by Blood Pressure.
All of those aisles are designed that carts can go by each other. And then you're sitting there with your cart kitty cornered, taking up the whole aisle. All you need to do is go, oh, sorry. Pull your cart over. I can get by. And you know what? You're not getting out of here any longer, any shorter, anything. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, I'm not moving my cart. I'm going to be 30 seconds longer getting out of here. No, you'll be no longer getting out of here. Move your cart. Let the people by. It's busy in here. You know you're not the only one here. Why can't you just... I'm getting upset.
Meanwhile, Cracker Nuts there. He's just walking down the middle going, who's everybody today?
I might just slowly fade the episode out with you ranting. It just goes into the music. That's it.
We're not even done the questions.
We never recorded.
You may want to save that one for the end.
Oh, I only wanted
Tyson,
to point out.
Have you ever shopped?
What?
Pom-pom stripy pants. Have you ever shopped at Costco?
Look at him.
Yeah. That's where I lose my
vessel in his
blood
head
pressure.
just exploded.
Yeah.
I might get a new Costco membership just for the hot dogs. Let's be real. Those hot dogs and free samples can make everything better.
And the hot dogs are like
feeding the beast.
$3 or something. Like it's like ridiculous.
Okay,
Anyway.
Ben, our number one fan, Ben.
Yes.
Hi, man.
What is your most embarrassing moment you've ever had over Christmas time? Jeremy?
I don't know if it's I mean, I can vividly remember when we lived in Ontario, and there was a Christmas Eve, all excited, Santa's coming, the whole bit. I was 32. No,
This is last year.
yeah, it was 2 years ago, and so I woke up in the middle of the night, and I don't know, I had to go to the bathroom or whatever, but I noticed the lights on downstairs. I'm like, ooh. So then I hear, I listen, I hear like rustling and shuffling and stuff. So I go get my mom and I'm like, Mom, I think Santa's downstairs. And she gets up and she's like, oh, you think so? And I'm looking back now and she's probably trying to just call my bluff. But so she comes with me over to the stairs. And we're listening and you're hammering on stuff and whatever. And I'm just freaking out, heart's pounding. I'm like, he's in her house right now. Wow. And so she said, why don't you call out to him? I was like, no, I can't. I'm too scared. And she's like, yeah, just go on. Just say hello or something. And so I said something like, Santa? And I hear back this bellowing oh, like this extremely boisterous ho, ho, ho. I ran to my room, closed the doors, jumped in my bed, pulled covers over my head, was terrified. And I thought I was dead. He was gonna kill me. Anyways, I stayed in my room the whole night, obviously fell asleep, and found out the hammer and banging was a microwave stand for Mom, but yeah, that was yeah. Anyways, yeah, I'll never forget that. Yeah, still to this day, I don't know who it was, but I guess it was Santa in there building the microwave stand. Yep.
I remember a Christmas concert at Boom Road Church. Oh my gosh, those plays. I'd love to find tapes of those because they were so stinking corny. You know what I mean? And it was this show that was it was a detective trying to find out the truth of Christmas. And the detective had dogs. And me and Brad and I think Preston were the detective's dogs. And we're on our hands and knees dressed like dogs. And there's this big nativity scene, and it's real nice. There's no fake police, and you know what I mean? It's the cheesiness, it's actually the manger scene. You know what I mean? Joseph and Mary and the three wise men are there, and the shepherds, and they got this real beautiful scene. And we thought Mary's laying Jesus down in the manger, and the three of us thought someone said, "Okay, go." And here comes the three of us just flying up the aisle as Mary lays Jesus in the manger, just wrecked the scene, just destroyed the scene. And then, so here's Mary, Joseph, baby, wise men, shepherd. There's angels singing a song, and us three dogs sitting there completely oblivious to what's happening around us.
Why is it dogs?
I don't know. It was
I don't even know what the dogs do. That's the part I'm trying to figure out.
It was a police detective and his dogs, and I don't know why any dog.
Okay.
Anyway, there's a lot of the holes in that plot line for sure. It was The hallmark of Christmas concerts, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
I remember one of them. There was people in like a big camels. There's the camel.
Oh, the
get-ups that we had. I forget.
There was camels.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember it because I vaguely remember.
Oh no, there was camels.
Now.
Cracker Nuts. I think Blair carved the heads of those camels. I don't know why I have that memory.
I believe he did.
The random things you remember.
My father-in-law.
That is useless knowledge. Do you know what I mean? But it's there. Yeah.
We were shepherds in one of them. I don't know who else. I don't know. I don't even know how I got in. I don't know how I got in that one time. All of a sudden, I'm in it. I'm like, how did I?
Yeah, buddy.
Obviously, we weren't going to be the wise men.
Obviously,
I love that. Did you get the milk on the way home? No. But do you remember Blair he's the one that made those heads for the camels 30 years ago?
That's right.
Oh my gosh.
See, you can make fun of me for the memory, but you're just as bad.
Random. I was Joseph a couple times, I think. I was a shepherd a few times. I was Joseph a couple times.
I think you and I were like. I think the time I was a shepherd, I think you and I were the shepherd, and I want to say it was Ducky or Preston again.
Oh,
one of them, I think.
Yeah, who knows? Gosh. And we did so many of those. How are they such a blur? They're all mashed together. But I remember that Blair Baisley made the heads of these camels. I can't remember anything else. I remember running in too early as a dog and the heads of these camels and everything else. Other than a Gwen Williams pantomime on Christmas Eve with all the girls passing out from heat exhaustion, I have no other memories.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
Well, there must have been. The lights were out. Cameron, there must have been 300 candles lit in there. And here's all these girls dressed like they were dressed nice, but then had a layer on over them, dressed like an angel.
The big choir gowns.
And they're singing songs, and they're doing this pantomime, and it was actually like it was really pretty, but they're also, and then the whole stage is lit up with these candelabras. There's also candles everywhere. And then like the pastor's saying his message, and then one girl drops. And within 5 seconds of one girl dropping, another one dropped over here. It was just... They were just, you could have made bets on which one passes out next. Like they were just dropping. And it would have been heat exhaustion. It was so hot, and they're holding a pose, and there's candles everywhere, and I don't think they did that again. I think that was it. I think that killed the pantomime. I don't remember what after that.
I wonder why.
Man. Yeah, it was.
I don't really remember any embarrassing moments, but if we just want old stories, it would be the Christmas banquets in Bathurst.
Nope.
Oh boy.
When we were.
Nope. No. I think we're good. That was the night that I realized that Gary Godfrey really could scare me, and I've never forgotten it since.
I think that has been talked about before. But I think it was a long time ago.
I don't know if we've ever... Yada, yada, yada. Gary's a good friend. All right.
I called him the enforcer.
Who knew he's our Arn Anderson? You know what I mean? Who knew?
Right? Exactly.
Who knew? Ashley wants to know, and we can maybe end with this one. Favorite Christmas tradition or favorite holiday food, and she's talking like, the one that you only get for maybe 2 weeks in December, and your mom or family refuses to make any other time of year. It only comes out in December. That type of, you don't see it.
Yes,
for 11 months of the year. Yeah.
Yep. Scotch cookies for Katie's mom. Yeah. She makes Scotch cookies, and she will only make them. And every year she says, "I'm not making them." I'm like, "You can't do that. You have to make them. The people need them." She goes, "The people?" I was like, "I'm a people."
I am the people.
Yeah. But she did modify them over the years. She always used to put the cherry on them, but then she just looked at me. She's like, "Why am I putting the cherry on them?" It's like, exactly. Don't worry about it. Just put the icing on.
Gingerbread
Yeah.
men.
Gingerbread's a solid choice, Gary. True story.
The was a green bean casserole thing, like green bean cream of mushroom soup.
Mine's like,
Probably a reason that only comes out once a year.
yeah, everybody has that one, the one go-to, right?
See, I'm thinking of sweets.
Come on,
Christmas.
Jay. Oh,
Christmas
sorry,
is where
glitter
I
bottom.
learned to love sweet potato.
Yeah.
Sweet potato?
Sweet potato? Like for guests to eat out of a bowl when they come in,
Just a
they grab a bowl, handful of it.
No.
Yeah, just mashed sweet potatoes.
Uncooked sweet potatoes. They walk in the door, you got one ready in your hand. Wham! Right in the face.
Here's your sweet potato.
Cook it how you want.
Thought you were going to get sugar, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm thinking
I
of
would say peanut butter
sweets.
balls.
Yeah, peanut butter balls are solid.
Yeah, those are usually those going on in the fridge.
Yeah, I can see that. Big fan of the balls.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, Christmas is a good time to crack nuts.
It's true.
It's true.
Okay, so Glitter Bottom likes the balls. I'm gonna go.
Love it.
My mother makes. Actually, she makes those homemade peanut butter cups. That's only.
nice.
I
Yeah.
think we're gonna go with the
Remember
Sweet
those?
Marie bars.
Cameron, solid choice.
Don't they have the
Solid
crinkly edges
choice.
too, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, she makes her own. She makes peanut butter balls. The puppy chow.
Yeah, I've never had that. I'm gonna have to try that one of these times.
Oh gosh, it's like a mixture,
never had it?
Cameron. So
Nope.
she gets Crispic cereal, and she melts down like a
Yep.
mixture of peanut butter and chocolate, and rolls it all in it.
In gravy.
And then there's powdered sugar on it. And like there's no clean way of eating this stuff, but oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Mars Bar squares. Those come out. Chip and toffee squares. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm hungry, boys.
When I was a kid, I think we did some kind of like Rice Krispie and peanut butter squares with like a layer of chocolate on top.
I know. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've seen those. Yeah.
The multicolored marshmallow peanut butter. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The brown. It's definitely some peanut, but all the different colored marshmallows are sticking out of that thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just peanut butter. What's it called? Those everybody just calls them peanut butter squares.
Well, they can call them whatever they want. They're
Marshmallow squares.
awesome. Oh, man.
You got to go to a grocery store to get those things.
Oh,
What?
man.
Ingredients.
That is the...
Just go to a farmer's market.
That is definitely the only downside is yeah. Oh gosh.
I just wanted to say, so I see Amanda's question, best Christmas commercial of all time.
The Sobeys one.
Sobeys.
Sing the song.
It's like right from the 80s.
Star of Christmas.
Each day as one.
Definitely most iconic. Definitely
It's
the most
funny, but
iconic.
you know that's only an East Coast thing. It has to be because there's no one else probably has any clue about that.
They should bring that back.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a
I want to
barley
see it
toy.
now.
I guess that's only a maritime thing, apparently.
Oh, barley toys. Oh, buddy. That's a
No
throwback. You'd know them if you saw them.
You don't know
You'd
barley
know them
toys,
if you saw
Jay?
them. They were like this off
Okay.
yellow color
just-
or red. It was one or the other. And they were shaped
Red.
like random little...
Or white. You get... Yeah.
Yeah, but the white was never really
Sometimes
white.
you get Santa Claus, you get a tree,
There was a guy...
you get an animal.
Amanda used to do these craft sales, Cameron, and the guy made them, his whole booth, and he'd have trains that big that were made out of these, like whatever molds, and he'd sell those for someone would come in and drop $300 on this like 3-car barley toy train.
Holy mother. That's like a Christmas. There's always a bowl of chicken bones.
Yep. Yeah.
That solidify. So when you go to pick one up, the whole thing comes out in your hand.
Yeah, that's true too.
Huh.
Wow.
I didn't know that was called barley toys.
Really? You just looked them up, didn't you?
Yeah, they call them.
Yep.
There's a name. What do they call them? Colored, or I don't remember what the name of them is, but we call them barley toys, and Stevens is the company that
we
makes
always
them.
called them barley toys too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Jeremy's like, what are
man,
these
a lot
things
of my
ever?
childhood memories are tied to food.
Mine too.
Well,
This isn't a Christmas commercial, but when I think of Christmas, I think of the good old days. And when I think of the good old days, I think of the Cool Rock commercials. you know, like those like compilation CDs. You know, I remember one of them like super specifically was "Love lifts us up where we belong. So don't forget me when I'm gone. Lean on me when you're
oh my gosh,
strong.
that's even the order.
I see
That
the
was
rain down in Africa." And I remember the order of them.
Smoking in the boys' room.
Love will lead you back.
Man, I instantly thought of a commercial too, and it had nothing to do. Do you remember like the robot doing gymnastics and loses its arm on this giant saw blade, and then looks at the camera and says,
My name is
"I am a robot.
I can put my arm back
I can
on.
put my arm back on. You can't. So play safe."
You can. So play safe.
Yeah, well, that's like that one. What is it? Don't you put it in your mouth. Don't you put it in your mouth.
So you ask someone you love if it's okay to eat. Like a muffin or
Like a muffin or a beet.
Yeah. No, I don't
There's
remember
two
that.
weird
You
things
could
to say
get
there.
sick.
No, I don't remember that. Yeah.
Real sick. Ick.
Those compilation CDs, I only knew those parts of the songs.
Weren't those from Diamond Records or Diamond? You always saw them. It was like almost like the you buy one CD, you buy 12 the CD.
Do you want some real talk here? Do you want some real talk? I got one of those, boys. Mom ordered one for me. It was the classical music one. That's the one I got.
Well, congratulations.
Mom was real happy.
What does he say? It's like,
because Tyson's interested in classical music, I'm going to get him the 2 CD set with all these classical songs on it.
oh,
I just wanted Ric Flair's entrance music.
Space Odyssey.
nice.
I did listen to them.
Yep.
But yeah.
What's it, what is the line? The songs are hot, but the rock is cool.
All right. How about another one? The Norwich Union one. Dad, you're probably too old to get it. No, you're not. Tyson's got right in his head.
Oh man, that's right up there with it's Patrick. He took out life insurance. Good for you, son.
Good for you, son.
And the good old hockey night in Canada, Canard
bars.
restaurant commercials. Those were classic.
Canard.
Canard.
National commercial
Or what was the
for a
other
little
one?
local Chinese restaurant.
Yeah.
Chatham, New Brunswick.
Yeah. And there was another one. It was Kelly's. Was it Kelly's? There was another one. It was at a Moncton, and they would have one too. Kelly's restaurant or
and
something.
Richie's
like
Carpet Warehouse. Come on down.
Hey, yeah. Come on down.
Come on down.
The Sam the Record Man commercials were always good too, but I think that was Much Music. Yeah.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah. Wacky Wheatleys.
Wacky Week. I forgot about Wacky Week.
Wacky Week. Yeah.
Oh man, I feel like I'm opening a commercial time capsule here. This is a. Yeah.
Yep.
Now I'm gonna have to go on YouTube and check all these out again.
Like you're sitting down watching ASN.
Man, I remember the graphics. Like that real cheesy, ASN. Like, oh man. Those were the days.
Oh yeah, like 80s screaming. Yeah.
Those were the days.
Liz Rigney, right?
Kurt Studley.
Is that right?
Yep. Liz Rigney, yep.
Right, yeah.
Yep.
And who was the sport the guy used to
Hollingsworth?
Paul Meunier?
Oh, Paul Meunier.
He used to do the sports. Was Paul Meunier.
And the guy that's on the news now was real young, but did like the on the street stuff for breakfast television on ASN. Like he's just always been there.
Oh. Yes, I had to picture him. I can't remember his name, too, but I know who you mean. Wow. He did it forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, boys. That was quite the, yeah.
Yeah, that just went totally right to the left
What
field.
the heck? Remember the robot commercial where she loses an arm? Merry Christmas.
Hey, we were nostalgic. You're supposed to, this time of year, you're supposed to be, think of yesteryear and ye old times.
Wow.
Brings back nostalgia. That warm and fuzzy feeling.
Sure, pickle pants.
As Cameron bridles his oxen and prepares to head out.
I may have just gotten bitten by a spider, but I'm pretty sure that's the fuzzy feeling. I'm fine.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Cameron is now Spider-Man.
Yes.
Pickle pants.
All right, well.
All right, everybody.
Thanks for hanging with us.
Yeah.
We kind of
it's a long one.
Overshot, but it's everybody's own fault for asking all these questions.
It is. So it is
to yourselves.
It is a longer one for sure. That's what she said. But Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, all that stuff.
Keep it in your pants there, stripy pants.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Snowy.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
What?
Glitter bottom.
Jolly.
Calm down. $19 was YTV. 21 was Vision.
15 CBS. 16
Was it 8?
CMT.
What?
CFT.
Was it 8 CTV? 3 CBC.
You just wasted some of your life listening to the Bush League podcast. You must stop what you're doing right now. Like and subscribe and leave a 5-star rating. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and like us on Facebook.